Look, you're my brother, and I love you. And Christian is my best friend, and I love him too. But the man is also a complete Neanderthal. And if you tell him that you're dating his sister, he will probably clobber you on the head and then eat you alive. So, if you're gonna do this, you gotta get him drunk first. I mean, falling down drunk. Because Christian is a very sad drunk. Then if you mention that dog he used to have, the one that got hit by a car, he will start sobbing like a high school cheerleader who got dumped on prom night. And then, maybe then, you mention the fact that you're boning his sister. You look like you want to ask me about the limp. It's okay. Everybody does at least once. It actually happened to me on what could be considered probably both the best and ironically worst day of my life. Oh! I had just gotten the job working here at this university, doing what I'd always wanted to do, working with the people that I'd always wanted to work with. So naturally, I decided to go out celebrating at a local bar called Aloha, down by the beach. Now at this bar, there was an individual there who I can only describe as a giant steroid of a man, who was trying to pick up a very beautiful young girl. She wasn't into him, and he was being very aggressive. Now, I've never fit the profile of the introverted scientist, so I decided to intervene on her behalf. The steroid didn't like that. Later on that evening, when I went back to my car, he was waiting there for me, with a knife. I was able to hold him off long enough to call the cops, and it wasn't until we heard the sirens and he ran off that I realized that I had been stabbed. Right here. Then my adrenaline wore off, and I fell to the ground in excruciating pain. Pain I hope you never have to experience. The doctors told me I'd never be able to walk normally again. See, the thing is, I know that with our current level of technology and what we understand of the human body, they are undoubtedly right. On the other hand, I've seen science and technology do some amazing things in my lifetime. And I'm too much of an optimist to think that I'm never going to be able to walk without a cane again. You know, going back to your earlier question about faith, I think I would have to say, yeah, I am a man of faith. I have faith in science. They tell me I'm not right. Up here. They tell me that I'm insane. But you see, the strange thing is, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. But when I cut into that man over there, I knew he was going to die. Now, I never cut into anyone's femoral artery before, so I didn't know how long it was going to take him to bleed out. How is that insane? If I do something completely different in order to get the same result as before, he loses too much blood, he passes out, and then dies. Between you and me, deep down, I think he knew he deserved it. Besides, he wasn't a very nice person anyway. What I think is more important is the definition of freedom. And the true definition of freedom is being allowed to do whatever you want. And I want you to understand this, because I want you to be my friend. Before you even think about arresting the officer, there's something I want to give you. This is a business card for my very bestest friend in the whole wide world, who also happens to be my lawyer. And now he's the lawyer of that African-American kid you were harassing last week, who also happens to be one of my students. Now you listen to me very carefully. That kid is a straight A student. And I'm not going to let you ruin his life because of your bullshit racial profiling. So, you have a good day, officer. I hope you have fun in court. Having trouble starting a company? BusinessPower.com can help. With access to hundreds of business plans, BusinessPower.com will show you how to achieve your goals in a competitive market. With access to industry backgrounds, market analysis, and operation planning, BusinessPower.com will help you find the strategy which best suits your company's startup needs. And remember, our business is your success at BusinessPower.com. My mortal enemy has returned. Lint. Quickly, the lint shield. To battle! Victory! Lint shield, fight the lint. I've got a very long day ahead of me, so I need something that's going to wake me up in the morning and keep me awake all day without letting me crash later on. That's why I drink East Aurora coffee. East Aurora coffee has a unique formula which allows the caffeine to dissipate slowly over time, so I stay awake and active all day without crashing. And besides, you just can't beat the taste. East Aurora coffee. Drink in a productive day.
My girlfriend and I really like having fun together, but we also don't like taking unnecessary risks. That's why we use the 2-in-1 combo. The 2-in-1 combo has unique protection for the both of us, so we don't have to worry about anything while enjoying each other's company. The 2-in-1 combo. Relax and enjoy yourselves.